Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to Moss Valley. All right. Well, I'm at the store because, well, it is harvest. We're in August, so it is the first month of, well, harvest for us, which we'll be having the sorghum. I think soybeans, is it next month or the month after? The month after. It's October is when that is going to be best. So we might be able to try to get into the sorghum field in September. Maybe try to plant maybe canola or something in there. It's worth a shot. But we need to buy a combine. Is there one in the sales? There's not. There's a header. Oh, that's from the Nexat pack. So would not be a regular header. I would assume it's not, at least. I've never really looked into the Nexat pack. I don't know if it's nice or anything. I've never tried it, so I'm thinking we might go with the one that we rented last time. Seems like it was a good deal, and it's a fairly large capacity wise too. It's kind of hard to pass that up, so we'll do obviously standard capacity. I don't want it to be unrealistic because I know you can make it really unrealistic. We're going to actually buy it. $311,000. That is a lot of money. I know that. Combinations, a header's not that much. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll do the Titan one. Transport wheels, of course. So the trailer is built in. And we'll do the color to make sure it looks, similar. That should be 75 grand. We're getting pretty low. 39 grand in the bank. I know at one point we had far more money, but it is what it is. Yeah, the long pipe and trailer is not the go-to method. Do not work out that well together. They seem to kind of get stuck together. I don't remember that being an issue before. So unless something changed, I don't remember that being an issue. Unless we went with a different pipe last time, but I think we went with the larger one. You can see it hits it. So, yeah, that's something. We'll get that drop there. I might end up damaging some more crop, but yeah, it was not working out too well the other way, so. There was an update to this mod pack, I want to say, so maybe something changed in there, but kind of doubt it. I wouldn't think they would have changed it that much, at least. And we'll have to get this unfolded as well. Alright. Maybe this is a longer pipe than last time. I mean, it looks massive, but... yeah, this might be a larger one than last time. I can obviously change it if I want in the future, but just kind of curious. We go. I don't know. Probably would have been fine with the shorter one. Maybe I did go with the shorter one too. That might be possible. Off we go for the sorghum harvest. This should, in theory, bring our environmental score up, which will be nice. As you can see down there, the yield is looking really, really good, which is good to see. Good to see. So we'll grab probably the New Holland. And we'll grab the trailer. This probably has the best chance of actually pulling the trailer when it's full. Even then, I don't know. Hopefully there's enough space in here I can just empty it all. There's not. Let's go and put the rest into the silo then. Which I just went into a circle, basically. Obviously, I could get another full pen of chickens if I wanted, but I don't think that is a necessity yet. Oh, the combine decided to go down there? Or did they finish harvesting that bit? I'm not sure. It looks like they did, yeah. I'll kind of just leave this trailer right up here for now. I do think we're going to do some harvest ourselves. Maybe not the entire thing, but some will be harvested by us. At least a decent portion of it. Kind of is looking in here for like feature reference. We were trying to plant things, and oats would probably not be too bad for like a third field because we could plant it in March. Nothing else is going on then. We also harvest it a full month earlier when nothing else was going on. That would work out pretty well if we wanted to try that. Sunflowers would be the harvest same time as soybeans. That wouldn't make sense. Wheat would work. Canola would probably work. We want to try to plant next month. Canola would work. Barley would work. Almost halfway full already. Yeah, the yield is looking a lot better, and I would assume that would mean our environmental score is looking a little bit better. 98 right now. Nitrogen is a little bit low, but maybe once it kind of goes all the way around, it gets a little bit better. This, obviously, once we cut it again, should go up more. Right now, it's kind of being held back by that. Yeah, they're good for food and everything. Let's take a look at contracts. So we could potentially do them ourselves or have probably a worker do it. This, I'm probably going to have a worker do. I saw this earlier. How big is this field? Field 20. That is actually a really big field. Do I want to have a worker do that? That might be a little bit more than I thought it was. We'll do it. I'll borrow the items. And I think I'll borrow the items for this one as well. None of these are right next to us. If one of the tethering ones was like right next to us, I would have gladly hopped on and did that. Let's try to make sure we get the right ones hooked up with one another. Well, more than likely, I think we'll just have a worker do both, and we'll kind of do the harvest ourselves, just because I'm pretty sure that's going to fill up fairly quick, the harvester. So I'll get these started at least, and then we'll kind of see from there. This is basically not far from our farm. This is the horn? I did not know what the button was the horn until just now. I've never had to use it. I didn't know that's the horn. I didn't know that. I don't think it's technically supposed to. I might have changed the what? Oh, they're blocked by that. They're basically full anyways, but I'm just gonna move this a little bit out of the way just so they can continue on. This is a fairly large mowing setup, though, so it might go fairly quick. But it is a large field, and the estimated time did say an hour. We'll see, but yeah, it is full. Figured it looked pretty full, so. I think we can fit 2 full loads, basically, into our trailer, which, I mean, we only got the headlands done. Not even quite that, even. So, it might be getting full pretty quick. Not this one, it's the one after. Which, 25 and 90, are they? That's weird. Yeah, this doesn't look massive, but I think it's really long. It says 25 and 90 are like right next to each other. Are they, different plots? Oh, 90 is actually the trees. Okay. We'll see. That one's going to take a while. This one's going to take a while. Alright, so we got this. We can start heading to this contract. We'll let this go off on a worker, then we'll probably hop into the harvester. I have a feeling it might just be going around in a circle right now around the headland. Because technically it didn't finish the headland, so it wants to go around to finish it. That's kind of my guess, at least. Oh, it is right back here, this field. Where is the gate, though? The gate is also back there. We're just going to take a little shortcut to make it to there. This is an interesting little field, because there's like a small little portion here, and then there's obviously the larger portion, too. I'll be kind of intrigued to see how the worker does in this. Obviously, this is the new, FS25 worker system, so maybe they'll take this pretty well. We'll see. In 22, they would have like finished a small portion, and they said, "All right, I'm done." More likely, that's probably what would have happened. So we'll see how this handles this, but. Like I said, they got 13 liters in the time that it took me to go and grab that, so I have to wait for them to get out of the crop so I can actually take over, because otherwise I would damage the crop immediately. Alright, let's put steering assist on. And I think I'll probably just go ahead and start a time lapse. We can, try to keep on top of things with getting that trailer emptied. I don't know if having a worker help in the middle is the right way to go or not. They might kind of, mess things up too, so who knows. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Anyways, I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
I feel your distance, feel your light go out. I feel cold, but I don't know why. With love some context to where you wanna go. Gave my heart and you said goodbye. I feel your distance. I feel cold, but I don't know why. With love some context. Gave my heart and you said goodbye.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the sorghum harvest. The last strip. I don't think what's in the combine will fit in the trailer, but still we'll get the trailer emptied into the silo again and get everything put into there. I'll have to check again on what we're missing for pigs. There might be one thing that we're missing. I think there is, but I'd have to check. That way, if I do have to, like, harvest or, like, plant something, I should say, I can potentially try to plant it next month if I can. So, it might be a good thing to kind of look ahead. Obviously, the main reason I did sorghum instead of, I think it was corn, was the other product I could have picked. Was because the sorghum can also be used for the horses. So I could potentially still do horses if I wanted to. Which is still something I am considering. It is a consideration. I'd more than likely not place one. I'd have to look how much the pens are, but I might just buy the one up here. I mean, I could almost afford it now. Because there is a horse pasture there, a horse pen and everything there on that farm. I'm not sure how much they cost to actually place. I've never looked. 25 grand. Maybe it'd be cheaper not to then. It might be. It might just be cheaper just to place this there then. Be cheaper. Kind of place it like somewhere right in here and just... That'd be cheaper than any other options. They seem to be doing a lot better now. Obviously they did get stuck there once. The neighbor came out and had to see what was all the fuss about. Had to check to make sure it was a good mowing job. It is probably not. He is missing a fairly large chunk there. But the contract is done. Yeah, it is done actually. And obviously as soon as you collect it, it is finished then. I'm kind of surprised it will let us leave that large of a chunk. That is quite a bit. Like, I'm not a perfectionist by any means. I mean, I think if you've seen the way I set up my farms and stuff, you should know that, you know. But I would still want to try to do more than that. Because that is just, yeah. I mean, if I'm paying you to cut my field, I would expect you to cut the entire thing. I mean, obviously it's nice having that buffer in game, because I mean there's times when fields kind of glitch out and stuff. It's nice having it in that case, but you know, realistically you should be finishing the whole field. You know, so just my thoughts though, I guess. We'll likely hop over and kind of finish out that grass field, I think. Why not? They'll still be, you know, 25% done or left by the time we get over there. If not, it'll be like 20 probably. We'll make a decent ways in, I'm sure. Still. So we got this field all done, harvested. It's not next month. The month after we'll have soybeans. Obviously we'll kind of see on what we'll be doing in this field, whether it'll be planted next month or not. We'll have a better idea come next month, which there really is not much left in here actually. Once you kind of see it, they're just long strips. What it is. Still, we can kind of finish it out. Yeah, that was not a good job backing that trailer up. I know the trailer's wheels turning too, so it kind of makes it turn really quick if you're not careful. I think the baler might do that as well. get this put in here, and then we'll see how much we have. So 101,000 liters. Not too bad, not too bad. We do have a bunch of bread to be sold later on. It shows we own the bakery, and I could sell it for $0 though. These are the fruits of your labor. Large scale supplier. I don't know what that was for, but I got a achievement. Maybe I'll have to look later, but sometimes it's tough to tell what they're actually for. But I'm gonna turn on steering assist real quick. Make this a little bit easier. And I'm gonna just quickly check what that achievement is for. I'm kind of curious. Alright, well, I have checked. It is basically for harvesting 100 hectares or acres of land, I think it was. Kind of surprised it's probably achieved because I came over here and started mowing. That's probably why. I had to Google it because, well, the thing with farming sim achievements, it really doesn't say what they're for, so you almost have to look them up. Well, I'm just going to do a short little time lapse. We'll just get this field finished out. Alright, well, I'm just kind of finishing it out all the way. Make it as good as it should be, at least. I'm kind of surprised it allows us. I might have better contracts on. That might be what is allowing this. I always thought base game would kick you out, like, immediately. You wouldn't be able to finish it all the way. So, boom. We got that done, too, now. Alright, well, let's get that collected. I do have better contracts. Yep. That's like 20 grand right there. So there are settings I know for that, better contracts. Allow to complete 100% of a field after contract finishes. That is on, okay. That's clearly what, yeah. Obviously, I can set, like, different fieldwork complete statuses and stuff, but I think a lot of it is just, like, how it is base. I kind of just left it. I don't think I've ever touched those settings, so clearly base game or base better contract says, yeah, let's, allow them to finish it all out all the way, which does make sense realistically. I mean, you would want them to finish the field completely. Well, anyways, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.